better than planned. Thank you very much, guys. Welcome back. After this very, very disappointing result against Walsall, as you can tell, the scoreline was Grimsby 1, Walsall 4. And it was a result, really, I didn't see coming. And I'll tell you exactly why I didn't see this result coming. Not necessarily that Walsall couldn't beat us by 4, but after the first half performance that the Mariners put in, you would not have thought in the second half you'd go from 0-0 at half time to 4-1 losers in the second half. Just absolutely shocking. And I'm going to go into that in a minute, but it's not going to be as drastic as you think probably my reaction would be. It's probably underlying, but we'll start with the team that David Artell did put out. And it was obviously Jackson Smith, Denver Hume, Kevin McJennitt, Harvey Rogers came back in, Lewis Cass, George McEachran, Jason Van Dorsen, his name right, there you go. Luca Barrington, Evan Curry, Cam Gardner, and Danny Rose. They were the starters for Grimsby. Walsall had Simkin, Akagbu, Williams, and Allen, with Connor Barrett, Jellis, Stirk, Lakin, Liam Gordon, former Mariners loanee Jamil Matt, and Nathan Lowe were Walsall's opening 11. And the first half, what I can say is the Mariners were the better side first half. For the first 20-25 minutes, I would go as far as to say we were immense the first half an hour. Walsall didn't really lay a glove on us. You know, it was good football all the way around. Not many clear-cut chances, which was probably the only real drawback for the Mariners, really, is that, as I said, there was no real clear-cut opportunities there. We probably had the best chance of, I believe it was Luca down the right. No, down the left. It was exactly in front of me, and he was able to cut in there and it could have been Rosie, and it was saved by Simkin. It was a great chance for Grimsby to score. Just a couple of minutes after that, though, Walsall had their first real chance. I mean, this was going into half an hour in, 35 minutes or so in. They had one real chance where they cut us on the break and sort of got their finish all wrong, from a very promising position. But in the first half, Grimsby were in control of it. And probably would have felt a little bit disappointed to, not going in front. But at half time, I wasn't too disappointed going in level either, because there wasn't, like I said, that many clear-cut chances. But at that point, I think we had 69% of the ball at the time, at the end of the first half, and thinking, no, this is good. We're stopping Walsall that had really a really prominent attack throughout the season so far. And keep a clean sheet in the first half. I'm sure Jackson Smith felt like Christmas had and his birthday and everything had come all in one. You know, it was a real strong, solid performance in the first half by the Mariners. Couldn't fault them. And then we got to the second half, and I don't know what in the world happened. I honestly don't know what happened. I literally can't believe what I was watching. I really could not believe that it was because there was no changes at half time. And I literally could not believe the difference of what I was watching in that second half. It all started to go wrong. They got they started one of their fundamental breaks, Walsall, and they got the ball down the right, working it quite well. They were working the ball well, to be fair to Walsall. That was, and they are capable of that. And one of our biggest problems is we did not stop the cross. We didn't stop it. And they were able to somehow dig a cross out, even when there was two players round one player, Barrett was able to get the cross in, and you just knew when Jamil's head landed on it. Jamil Matt's head was on it. It was in. But it felt so soft to give that away, and then after that, really, it was done. I say that due to the fact that our game had gone, and it was literally like, I mean, you hear the saying, game of two halves. Well, this was strictly it. We were great first half, and we were appalling second half, because not long after that, in fact, 13 minutes after that, what in the world Lewis Cass was doing from a throw, Lewis Cass tried to play a crossfield ball in our half, which made absolutely no sense to me. There was room to go down the line. Why he went sideways and back would be the answer. I will never know. And that set Walsall up a cracking finish by Jamie Jellis, but should never have been given the chance to do that. And, to be fair, Jackson Smith could do nothing about that. Great finish by the lad, absolutely great finish. But it's from our mistake. It was from our error. And it was, then there was no one around him because no one expected that. You have to wonder what Lewis Cass was thinking. Because no one was expecting that kind of pass. Because there was no one around Jamie Jellis to stop him getting the shot off. And that ended up being 2-1. And then, again, it became a wave of Walsall pressure. That's all it was, really. And then Nathan Lowe put the game absolutely to bed on 74 minutes. And, again, decent move, but sloppy defending again. Again, real sloppy defending. And didn't really have to work too hard to get the goal, and 3-0, it was over. And then, it looked like it was just going to peter out to a 3-0 win for Walsall, and it almost did. Donovan Wilson did get the goal back. Good for Donovan. Like, it was again, Walsall, I think they just switched off. They just literally switched off. And Donovan was able to sneak in and get a goal back on 87 minutes before Danny Johnson decided to just compound and misery even more. Again, sloppy defending again. Walsall obviously knew the points were theirs, and Danny Johnson just slotted home a chance for Walsall, and that was the 4-1. I'm not going to use the term embarrassment, but I did like a statement that from a Grimsby Live journalist, Matt Dennett, did say in his on his Twitter, on his X account. Reality check. It certainly is. And I keep talking about our defence. And this is prime example again. As people were telling me earlier on. That's 10 goals against Walsall in 2 games we've conceded. And again, to me, it goes down to this. You know, yes, we're threadbare, we are struggling with injuries. It looks like we've got Akil Pike missing again. And a couple of so many other injuries. But again, you cannot keep defending the way that we are. I mean, we have the second worst defence in League 2 this season. And I'm looking at the table right now, guys. And, well, we've split the 12 games right down the middle, won 6 and lost 6. But, yeah, we've scored 16 goals, but in 12 games we've conceded 22 goals in 12 matches. That's why our home form's not been good. Because our defending's not been good enough. You know, I mean, you know, it's a 3-goal gap in the last 2 home games. Doncaster beat us 3-0 and now Walsall's beaten us 4-1. And it just astounds me how bad we are defensively. You know, Artel talks about progression, and he's right in one aspect. I mean, we're 10th at the minute, so you don't want to, you don't want to go mad on it. I mean, you know, we're only 4 points off who we played today, so it's not. But what is alarming under Artel, and I found this alarming since he's been here, how many times have we been bashed up at Blundell Park? How many times have we lost by 2, 3 goals or more at home? You know what I mean? It's like you have to learn to get a result, and that doesn't mean win. That means draw. There's times where you need a draw, and we look like, and I've said this on a number of videos, and Ben May Green disagree or disagree with me. You can't defend like the way that we are doing and expect to get away with it. But like I said, I think apart from 2 games this season, we've conceded nearly every single one of them. We don't look like being able to keep a team out. I say that, and I know that feels contradictory after saying how good we were defensively in the first half. Was it a 4-1 game? Not if you look on the first half, no. But how we can go from being 0-0 at half time to end up losing 4 goals to 1, this happens Now, I know the people aren't going to like me for keep going Artell for that, but that is a weakness of Artell's. And the coaching staff, it has to be. Because it keeps happening. You know, we got done by Doncaster by 3 last home game. We've been done 4-1 here. At our home ground. Now, against Doncaster, they were miles better than us in the end. And we just have to accept that. This one, I'm sorry any Walsall fans that follow me, you weren't miles better. But what they were was miles more clinical. On the ball, they weren't any better than, or especially in the first half. But second half, we didn't come out for it. And then to go and lose 4-1 after being 0-0 at half time. It just happens under Artell, doesn't it? You cannot keep doing that. You know, and don't lose it because we have done well 4 in our 6. We've won 4 in our 6. But when we do, this is typical Artell in regards to if we're good, we're good. Which again, I have to give Matt Dannon credit for. He actually did say this. When we're good, we're good. When we're bad, we're awful. But we're not awful in an attacking sense. We're awful defensively when you've got any half-decent attack comes up against Grimsby's defence, we can't cope with them. But what makes this one even more annoying is we were level at half-time. We were doing well at half-time. If we'd have lost that game narrowly, like a 2-1 defeat, you could have gone, yeah, well, Walsall are a good side anyway. And, fair play. It's very hard to go fair play when, at least 3 of their goals we caused. And that's it's not like Walsall have played us off the park through most of the game and you can turn around and go, yeah, just too good. I won't say Walsall were too good. I would say defensively, where they were good, and this is where I will give them credit, and I've said it in this video already, clinicalism. They had the chances, they took them. Yes, apparently they got 22 chances. Well, we gave them that. That's our fault. But again, the goals that we gave away were too easy. Jess's goal was a belter, but he didn't have to work for it. He was given it by Cass's mistake, and then he just arrowed it. Our keeper had absolutely no chance, and it's just, when will these lads learn? They are doing well in a lot of aspects. Town are doing good. On the ball, Town are good. We are good on the ball. Excuse me. We are good on the ball. Definitely. I can't fault that. Off the ball, when it comes to at home, we can't defend. And, we all like talking about stats and things like this. But 22 goals in 12 games, that just can't go on. That literally just cannot go on. You can't be leaking goals like that. Otherwise, you will end up down where we were last year. Defensively, we're joint second. Worst defence. The only teams that have conceded more than us is Newport County with 24 and Carlisle with 24. we are the second worst defence in League Two. And if we keep conceding goals the way that we are, and with the ease that we seem to when we do concede, you know, the positive, Donovan got a goal, which is positive for him. The first half was positive, yes, of course it was. You know, first goal was important and they got it. But did they really have to work for that? That is what concerns me with Grimsby at the minute. Teams are not having to work for their goals. They're near enough being gifted them. We need to sort this out. Yes, we need players back from injury. Yes, we do. But whoever is on that pitch, whoever has to play on that pitch, has to defend better. Denver Hume was taken apart a few times today. Harvey Rogers was on the ball fine. Nobody was bad on the ball apart from, like I said, when we didn't come out for the second half. But the saving grace for Grimsby is that we are 10th. So we're in the top half. Can't fault that. But it's another battering by Walsall in a calendar year at home. 10 goals scored for them. 10 goals conceded in our case and 2 goals scored against the one team. And I don't think they were that good either game. And that's not a criticism of Walsall. That's just saying most of the goals they've had, we've given them. And to me, it just feels like when you have the coaching staff of the defenders that we've got, and I think we've got to admit as a fan base, we can't defend. We have to score 3 or 4 because we can't not concede. And it's not about getting carried away, but it is alarming when you've lost by a 3-goal margin in the last 2 home games. It is a concern. And that's a question that I don't think Cartel can answer us right now. I don't know if we can answer that question, why we can't defend. It baffles me. We go again Tuesday night when we head to Tranmere. I'll be back with a preview for that. Guys, leave your comments down below and on social media for me. If you were there, part of the solid 5,000 plus supporters in the ground, let me know what you honestly thought of that. Are you happy with that? Well, I think that's a bit... I realised that was a bit of a statement that I probably shouldn't have said. Are you happy with that? Can you believe how bad we went from 0-0 to 4-1? You should... I can't say this under Artel, really, in regards to... I would say you should never be beaten like this at home. Under Artel, we have had some of the worst beatings at home that we've ever had. But it needs to improve, because the amount of goals that we concede, you're just not gonna achieve anything. But let me know down below what you thought. How do you guys view it? From the main stand, that's how I viewed it. Let me know what you think down below and how you guys viewed it. And do like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Tell your friends, share the video. To fellow Mariners fans and others fans as well. Let them have their say, this, that, and the other. And any Walsall fans that went, give your view on it. But it's a typical RTL performance, really, isn't it? For the first 25 minutes, great. Up to about the hour. And then can't sustain it, but also give goals away far too easily. So let me know your thoughts down below. That is my rambling done. I'm more frustrated than I might sound, believe me. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will see you for the Tranmere preview, which comes up on Monday. So keep your eyes open for that. I've enjoyed this review. I don't know how you can enjoy a 4-1 defeat, but see what we can do. In the meantime, guys, I'll see you for the Tranmere preview on Monday. In the meantime, guys, up the Mariners. And lads, you've got to defend. Point man, I would rather us win 1-0 than get battered another time at home. Believe me. I'll see you guys soon in the next one. Ta-ra for soon, guys. Ta-ra for soon. Ta-ra for now. Bye-bye.